Hi, this is Chris, and today I'm going to walk through a quick demo of how to make a delivery for a lubes delivery. Primarily, I'll do bulk lubes distribution. I'm doing this on the iOS device, so you'll enter your username, enter your password, and then log in. The first thing you see is the trip, so I'll start my trip. It's running some pre-trip test. If you have a printer, it'll test the printer to make sure you've got that. The first thing you do is hit find your trips. This goes to the server. If you only have one, then you'll see it highlighted in the list. You'll enter your odometer. Check that you did a safety inspection. You can check to build a load for all your orders. If you do this, then building a load for your orders will take all of your orders and total them up. So if you have 3 orders for 100 gallons each of 5W20, it'll create a load ticket for 300 gallons. You can enter any pre-trip comments. Click Next. This shows what inventory we think is on the truck, so I'll go ahead and zero it out. You can zero any individual one out as well. Click Next. This is for manual meter delivery, so how many meters I have, if I have 1, 2, 3, whatever. So I'll go ahead and enter the meter totalizer. This is the value that you get off of the meter, so you should go to your meter and print a ticket or look at it and see what the value is. Click Next. You'll come to the trip summary. And then I haven't actually started it. When I click Start Trip, this downloads the trip. I can work offline from now on. If there's any instructions across all of your orders, you'll see those for every order. This is obviously important and why you want to start your trip at the depot. So if you have to bring a key or some other instructions, then you'd want to get that before you leave. Click the X. The first thing we do is load is see things in estimated time of arrival. So the first item is a load. So we'll go ahead and tap that and tap Start, and this will start the load. So I'm saying where I'm loading it from. This is a terminal or from your depot. So all your depots would be set up like that. You'll tap the item on the bottom right that goes to the details. For packaged goods, we can load packaged goods as ordered. So it asks to do that. They'll all turn green. Anything that's still blue is a bulk product, and we need to load the bulk products. So I'll tap on it, say where I'm going to load from, who the supplier is. This typically would be your company. If you have compartment validation, you can scan or enter the compartment that you've loaded the product in. You can see how much onboard quantity there is, and then you can see what the planned quantity is. So I'll say that I've loaded the planned quantity, and then I'll click the checkbox on the top right. So that loaded that. And I still have one bulk product I need to load, this harmonized 530. So I'll go through the same process. I'll enter the compartment. Again, if you don't have compartment validation turned on, you do not have to enter the compartment. I have 0 gallons on board. I need 150, so I'll enter the 150. Click the checkbox. And at this point, my load is complete, so I'll click the load tab on the bottom left and hit complete. Are you sure you want to complete it? This is putting product on my truck. If I have any comments, I'll enter them here. So I say I have no comments. Now you see your orders in estimated time of arrival. So I'll tap the first one, Riverside Toyota. If there's any instructions, I'll always see this first. So safety vest must be worn, so I can't start it until I've acknowledged that. So now I'll go ahead and click Start Order. I can click the Details tab on the bottom right, and you'll see what products are supposed to be delivered. So I have this bulk 5W30, so I'll tap on that. The first thing it prompts me for is the starting meter value. So you should typically blanks and zero your meter out. So you would go set the meter to 0 so that you can start delivering. If you have the same product in there and you don't want to zero it out, you don't have to, but typically you would. So I'll say that the meter starts at 0. At this point, I have compartment validation turned on, so I'll tap the compartment barcode. I can scan it or manually enter it. When I manually enter it, I can either pick it as number 2, which is what this product compartment was loaded into, or if for some reason there's an issue, then I can click Other and validate it. If we do that and click Other, we're going to record that you did not pick the correct compartment. And now I just need to make a delivery. So I'll go ahead and scan a barcode. So I'll tap the barcode. So it scanned the barcode. If the barcode's not found, then it's going to ask me if I want to create it. So we'll do that real quick. So what's the compartment? What's the customer asset number? So this will be 5W30. If there's a serial number, you would enter the serial number. We're going to be prompted to enter the tank capacity, so I'll enter the tank capacity for this. And then I need to enter the type, so it can be an equipment, vehicle, tank, so I'll go ahead and pick tank. I can enter the tank shape, whether it's above or below ground, check whether it's rental equipment, and then if there's any types of asset readings that I want to capture for the tank, you can tap that. This is asset readings across all assets, and then I'll just click the top 3 menu button and then hit save. So now I've added this asset in the field. I have stick readings required for all of my locations, so it asks me to do stick readings, so I'll go ahead and enter the before reading. I'll stick the tank, say it was 12 inches, and click the check box. So now I'll go deliver to that tank. When I'm finished delivering, I'll click the get gallons, and I'll go back to my meter, and I'm going to go read what meter value was on there. So I delivered 146.5 and hit go. It's going to ask me to enter the ending stick reading. It has to be larger than or equal to the beginning stick reading. If it's a pump out, it has to be less than or equal to. So the ending was 25. So I also will be prompted to answer whether or not the tank is full. So this tank is full, and now I'm done. So I'll click the top 3 menu more button and save the delivery. And so because I've only got one line item for this, it says that it appears that that your order is complete. I'll go ahead and complete it. I can enter order comments. I can enter a PO or a reference number. And then I can have this automatically emailed to email addresses, and I'll go ahead and sign it. So Chris signed it. Oops. Tap the signature button. I can sign like this. So Chris signed it, handed it to the customer to sign, and it's complete. And now it goes back. That item is in my completed task at the bottom, and the next one that I see is the next stop that I'm supposed to do. If you have some other configuration items turned on, I'll show you a couple of things very quickly. If you can't make this delivery, then you can reject the order. The list of reasons is configurable by your company. So I'm going to say that I rejected it. Why did you reject it? Because I missed the delivery window. So that comes off of my list. I can also do some things like attach a picture. So if I want to attach a picture and I get to that customer and I wasn't able to make a delivery because the dock was not accessible or the gate was closed or something, then you can attach a picture. So I'll go ahead and complete this so that I get everything done. I'll reject all my orders. So now all my stops are complete. I go back and I can do any inventory transactions, but typically I'll just end the trip. So I have some products left, so I can select an individual product to offload. I'll just leave these on my truck. Hit next. Enter the totalizer at the end. So I'll say it is 248. So because it didn't quite match, my meter totalizer is 148, but I only delivered 146. It's asking me for a reason, so I can enter the reason. Whatever the reason is, I'll enter the ending odometer, check that I did a safety inspection. This will print a trip summary on a mobile printer if you have a mobile printer, and then I'll end the trip. And that's the extent of it. So my trip is ended and I've made a delivery.